Good morning, sir. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask if you could help me understand Chapter 1 of the NCERT Class 10 Science textbook in detail. I want to grasp the concepts thoroughly.
Good morning. Of course, I'd be happy to help you understand Chapter 1 of the NCERT Class 10 Science book. It's great to see your enthusiasm for learning. Chapter 1 is titled Chemical Reactions and Equations. What specific aspects of the chapter would you like to discuss?
Thank you, sir. I'm interested in comprehending the basic concepts related to chemical reactions and equations. Could you explain the definition of a chemical reaction and what it entails?
Chemical reaction is a process in which one or more substances, called reactants, undergo a transformation to form new substances, known as products. During a chemical reaction, the bonds between atoms in the reactants are broken, and new bonds are formed to create the products. Chemical reactions can involve changes in color, temperature, state of matter, or the release, absorption of energy.
Sir, so, in a chemical reaction, reactants are transformed into products by breaking and forming new bonds. Could you provide an example to help me understand this better?
Absolutely. Let's consider the example of burning magnesium in air. When a strip of magnesium metal is heated, it reacts with oxygen from the air to form magnesium oxide. Magnesium, Mg, is the reactant, oxygen, O2, is also a reactant, and magnesium oxide, MgO, is the product. The numbers in front of the substances are called coefficients and represent the relative amounts of each substance involved in the reaction. In this case, two atoms of magnesium react with one molecule of oxygen to produce two molecules of magnesium oxide.
But what about balancing chemical equations? How do we ensure that the number of atoms on both sides of the equation is equal?
Balancing chemical equations is an essential step in chemistry. According to the law of conservation of mass, matter cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. It can only be rearranged. Therefore, the number of atoms of each element must be the same on both sides of the equation. To balance an equation, you can adjust the coefficients while keeping in mind that you can never change the subscripts within a chemical formula. It's a trial and error process where you start by adjusting coefficients of elements that appear in the fewest places. By using the principle of conservation of mass, you can ensure that the equation is balanced.
Thank you for explaining the process of balancing chemical equations, sir. I think I have a better understanding now. Are there any other important concepts in Chapter 1 that I should be aware of?
Yes, indeed. Apart from the basics of chemical reactions and balancing equations, Chapter 1 also covers topics such as types of chemical reactions, combination, decomposition, displacement, and double displacement reactions, the concept of oxidation and reduction, and the use of indicators to detect acids and bases. These are important concepts that lay the foundation for further studies.
I'll make sure to go through those topics as well, sir. I really appreciate your guidance and detailed explanations. It has clarified many doubts I had about Chapter 1. Thank you.
You're most welcome. I'm glad I could assist you. Remember, if you have any more questions or need further clarification on any topic, feel free to ask anytime. Keep up the enthusiasm for learning, and I'm confident you'll excel in your studies. Good luck.